talk about a concept called learned helplessness. This happens a lot in skilled facilities and rehabs. First of all, they are so understaffed, and the staff needs to be as efficient and fast as possible. So what happens is, let's take an example of getting dressed in the morning. Rather than take the extra time needed for the resident to dress themselves, slowly button their shirt, we said how motor skills can decrease. The staff would rather just do it for them than take the time. Staff may even praise them for being so good and quick and letting them do it all. And they may kind of imply, thanks for letting me do the work for you because you're so slow, right? So the staff does this to gain compliance quickly. They're not intentionally being malicious. They just have their job to do. Sometimes family members can even do this. As we know, everyone does not have an endless supply of patience and time. So what happens is when a capable older adult kind of throws in the towel and lets others do it for them, it promotes dependence rather than independence. And it creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of, okay, I'm kind of slow, I can't do this, and then you do it for me, and then I get praised for that. Well, then I'd rather just not do things. But that creates this feeling of a loss of dignity and even worthlessness. So something else that can contribute to that is patronizing or baby talk. And that it actually feels like it creates emotional distance and negativity. And when I'm saying baby talk, it's like using the word we a lot. Now, we need to take our shower now, and we need to do this, when it's very demoralizing and demeaning. Not talking directly to the older adult is the same kind of example. I know when my mom was in the hospital, and I give you that she had a trach and it was difficult communicating, but she still could. The doctor would come in the room, look straight at me and say, well, how did your mom sleep? Or actually she said, how did you sleep today? Looking at me. And I would look at my mom and say, Mom, how'd you sleep? And my mom was able to communicate. She would say, or whatever it was, and I turned to the doctor and I said, my mom said she slept fine. And it was so insulting. And it was so as if my mom had no intelligence. She did. She was just slower processing and had a harder time communicating. So this can be very troubling for an older adult. And you may see this, an older adult who may feel this way may show a loss of motivation, feelings of loneliness, helplessness, and it can turn to depression and even get worse.